I freaking knew I forgot something, guys. It's not Dorcas Dungeon. It's not Dorcas Dungeon. Oh god. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Okay. Okay, everything's fixed, I think. Good morning. Hi Zep, hi Nimby. Hello, I don't know man. Hi Cardin. Congrats on getting first in the dream realm. Who is it? Wait, I just saw the problems on Twitch. As is becoming one of us. I am scared. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by as is becoming one of us? Like he wasn't before? Like Azu just wasn't part of you guys before? Like he was his own separate being? Not part of the hive mind? Good morning. Hi guys. 1 second. I feel like I've forgotten something, but I don't know what it is, so I am thinking. Let's just switch over to the screen before I do a little bit of thinking. But hello. I hope everyone's been doing well. Holy shit, what the heck is happening with the chat? That's not what's supposed to happen. Why is it skewed like that? Let us change it. Strange. Okay. Now we're kind of back to normal. Whoa, it's been 12 months. It's been a whole ass year. It's been a whole year, Danish. 12 months? Thank you so much. Gotta love the scuff. What do you mean? There's no scuff here. Scuff? What's that? No such thing. Oh, a gym bro. Azu's becoming a gym bro? Does Azu have time to be a gym bro? Gymming takes a lot of time. I think it's the whole, like, you know, the driving to the gym, getting a membership, driving back part aspect that it takes a lot of time. He's going right now while I'm streaming? I was gonna say someone ban him, but he's not even here. We're the devil on her shoulder. Hello, Desolate. The devil on my shoulder. What are you telling me to do? Which chat gets a new angle? What do we get? You guys, I don't know why you guys aren't showing up, but maybe it's better that way because according to Twitch TOS, you guys are not supposed to show up on the screen for YouTube people. But I still see you in the darkness, in the little corner, your isolated corner. It's like the sleep paralysis demon. Guys only come out when I close my eyes. How's everyone doing? I went to a... Hold on. Before I say anything, I need to do something. I need to put on some music. Is there any music up right now? Mic is working, the alerts are working. We're just doing a whole bunch of double checking because I'm terrible at this. Okay. Okay. Now you guys can hear the music as well. Bruma says that they're sending kisses to Twitch. All of you guys on Twitch gets kisses. from Ruma, specifically. Tell Twitch chat that we hate them and we envy them. You guys can absolutely join Twitch chat as well if you wanted to. There's a button right there in my channel under social links. Wait, Azu, aren't you supposed to be at the gym? I'm scared. Why? Why are you scared? The feeling is mutual. Oh. Oh, we've got a battle going on. Twitch versus YouTube. Who wins? 3, 2, 1, start throwing hands. I'm waiting for the gym bros to pick me up. Oh, you're going with people? Okay, that's even more fun. I only like going to the gym when I'm going with a group of friends. Or at least one other friend. I used to go a lot during school. Because one of my friends has like a free membership and she would just always bring us in. Cause like it was like a free membership, an extra free membership on top of hers. So like at the time I did a lot of cardio because I didn't really enjoy lifting weights as much. Whereas it's the opposite now. I prefer lifting weights over doing cardio. But I used to be on the treadmill all the time. It doesn't help the fact that like, I mean maybe it's because of the fact that like Ark Mama and Ark Papa always made me go out running every morning at like 6 AM. Hate doing that. I'm never running again. Is Ark Uma Musume IRL? I think like that was like over 10 years ago. Like back then, yeah. Back then I was a runner. I'm no longer a runner. I don't like running. Maybe because I was forced to run that I don't like running. Whenever someone forces you to do something, you end up starting to hate it. And that's what it was like for me. If the gym is too much of a hassle, there's always calisthenics. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing calisthenics at home because I have a pull-up bar. Planks are really easy to do. I think most of the calisthenic exercises are pretty easy, where you don't really need any gym equipment. You can just do everything at home. Okay, they are here. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Azu. Have fun at the gym. Bye-bye. Welcome to the Memory. It's June. June. We are doing a membership stream tomorrow on YouTube for art. Our first one. And YouTube only because I feel like I have to do something for... If you're a membership on Twitch, you do get a few perks and benefits, but on YouTube, you don't. If I don't add something else in, so... It will be a membership stream where I just stare at the screen and I draw. And hopefully I'll get some work done. Ah. Fellow forced runner, you too? You too, Bug Bus? Are you still a fellow forced runner? Because I'm not. No more. And my parents live elsewhere on the other side of the world, so even if they try to convince me to do more running, I will not. Ark Mama has been trying to convince me to do other stuff. She's like, she's a health freak, but like in a weird sense, where, have a good lurk, June, where she believes that you have to do an excessive amount of one thing, and it will be really good for you, but I don't believe that's how it works. I really don't. So she would always go extreme with like either doing sit-ups or doing push-ups or eating one certain food. The name changed Stardust Sneezer? No, I'm still me. I'm still Ark. I do love leg day when it comes to lifting. Leg day lifting. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever really worked on my legs just because I think my legs are already super strong enough to the point where I would like to reduce muscle mass on my legs, which is probably a bad idea because eventually when you get older, if you don't have good strength on your legs, then that's how you end up not being able to walk. And I think most injuries, older people injuries, come from falling because they're not able to use their legs anymore. Dark is no more, now we have Ark. Dark, where did Dark come from? Where did Dark come from? Dark has been no more since like a whole year ago. Ice, you weren't here a year ago. How do you know about Dark? But yeah, Ark Mama recently, because she's not visiting me, she ended up sending me a whole box of red dates. Because she's like, the red dates have antioxidants and they're really good for you. They're really healthy for you. Hi Groove. We're just talking about exercise and health right now. And so she eats like 14 of them every single day. And she expects me to also eat a 14 red dates every single day. But I can't eat that much. That's the thing. And like, you guys know that I don't really like sugar that much, and they are pretty sweet. And so she gave me like 2 big boxes. I would say like, how big are the boxes? As big as my big cat, which is like 3 cats. That's how big each box is. 3 cats big, dried dates. And I'm like, there's no way I can finish all of this. And she gave me a whole box last year too, which I haven't even gotten like halfway through. I developed VCD, vocal cord dysfunction, at some point because I guess I subconsciously didn't want to run competitively anymore. So I would have episodes where I wouldn't be able to breathe. Oh no! Not much of a runner nowadays, but I still run casually every now and then. No! No, Bug Bus! I hope you're doing okay now. That sucks though. Vocal cord dysfunction. I've never had that. I have gotten to a point where there's one time I used my vocal cords so much to the point where I could barely, every time I talked, my vocal cords, like my throat, wherever it is, it would hurt. And I'm like, I think it's about time I actually protect my voice a little bit more and stop overusing it. Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe. 1 a day is still healthy. That's what I think, Ruma. One date a day, like 1 red date a day. Put it in your tea. It's actually really good in chamomile tea. It's really good in any like flower teas. Because I know that most people enjoy putting honey or some sort of sugar inside their teas to make it a little bit more sweet. But the date, if you put like a single date or 2 dates in your tea, it actually sweetens it up already and you don't have to add any additional sugar. It's pretty good. Or put it in your soups. And it adds a little bit of like sweetness. To chicken soup, oh, it's so good. I pump honey in my tea, it makes it so good. It does. It does. You still have to watch and be careful though of too much sugar from honey, because sugar is still sugar. Give me a box of 20+ oranges and I'll empty it in 4 days. 4 days? That's a lot of fruit you're eating in 4 days. 20+, how much is that in 4 days? Have a good lurk, Amber. Welcome in as well. What's 20 divided by 4? That's 5 oranges? That's insane. They're 40% orange. What is that one game called? The orange game? Is that 40% orange? Something like that? It's for the stretch and hydrates, oh my god. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we have a new mod in here. Oh my god, I didn't mod you in YouTube yet. I probably will soon. I just forgot about it. There's a lot of things I've been forgetting this weekend. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you guys give Oh My God a good welcome. Because I feel like sometimes one mod in the chat might not be enough, especially when I don't want my mods to be like completely invested in the entire stream duration. Because you guys live busy lives, everybody does. And being here for like the whole 3 hours every single day is a super big commitment. So I would like people to be able to relax a little bit. I don't want your full attention. I don't need everybody's full attention all the freaking time. So I think the more mods, the better. You're all good. I hope so. As long as you feel that way, I hope so. No stress. Everybody relax. Today is a comfy day. Hello, Zen. How are you doing? Good morning. Speaking of sunshine, there was so much good sun on the weekend. I ended up... It wasn't really me. Maybe it was me. It's kind of me. Ended up hosting a barbecue. A whole bunch of friends came over. I did end up touching grass. Dim Dom, thank you for the 5 gifted! Thank you for 5 gifted memberships! Whoa! We don't get a lot of gifted on YouTube, so I'm still... I'm still trying to absorb all of that in. Put your mods in the basement for 100% work efficiency. I was speaking to someone on the weekend about work and hiring people and employee management and that kind of stuff. Like I'm not like a boss or anything, but someone I know is trying to own a business, and the topic came up about like employee treatment and micromanagement. And the thing is, a lot of people don't realize that like if you micromanage your employees, they're not gonna want to work for you. And a lot of people don't, they have a lot of controlling personalities, and a lot of people want to micromanage because they're like, we have to make, you know, the business as efficient as possible, especially if it's like your first business that you own, right? You're like, I want everything to be perfect. But the thing is, you have to trust your employees. You have to trust the people who are working for you to do their job. And if they want to relax a little bit, let them. Because nobody has the mental capacity to be working like the entire duration between 9 to 5. Like for me, personally, at my old job, I was the most efficient when I had breaks in between. When I was like talking to people, when I was networking, when I was just chilling, because I needed that chill time between each email or each piece of work that I completed. And having that reset is really nice for my mental. I think that goes for everyone. It's not just me, it goes for everyone as well. Micromanaging is never the way. Dude just gave membership to 80% of the chat. Dim down the goat. Just like my first children? Hello, good morning. How do I pronounce your name? Ahame. Is that it? Or would you like me to call you something else? I work 8 to 5. 8 to 5? That's 1 more hour than your usual. Is it because you take 1 day off? Do you work like 4 days a week? What's the point in micromanaging an employee? Then the whole point in hiring someone was so you wouldn't have to do that work. It's wild. I don't know. I don't know what goes on through some people's heads. But like, essentially this story is that someone got their first employee, micromanaged them, then they left in like 2 days. Just dropped everything, left, and ghosted the company. Job, employed, work. Sorry, I should have censored all these words. Job, employed, and work. Ah, not the jobs. Not everyone knows what they're doing. You don't get the best people for jobs. That's why you have to train them in the beginning. That's why there's a whole onboarding process. And then once you're done onboarding them, you go, okay, if you have any questions, if you run into any issues, feel free to come to me and I can help you out, right? That's always how it goes. That was my job. Or it wasn't really my job position, but it was, I was kind of shoved into the onboarding team for a bit. They should have paid me. They should have paid me for training them. You're also the one who hired them. One of my cousins was telling me a horror story about his work where if you don't respond to a message in 10 minutes online, then they will personally go to your house and see like what you're doing. Like they will actually go to your house, knock on your door, and ask where you are or if you're okay. You get people who just stare into space and don't retain information. You do, but that's why you hire the right person for the job. Right? You don't just hire anybody. You make sure that this person is someone that you want to work with. This person knows what they're doing before you hire them. And then there's also something called probation, which lasts for 3 months. And that's like a trial run to make sure that you're confirmed that this is the person that you really want to work with. And then once the 3 months or the 1 month is over, then you're like, okay, now you're officially hired. Because normally you can tell what kind of person they are just from like the first day. I'm in a rare position where I have a hard time leaving a job because I have an incredible manager, but at the same time it's like, ugh. No, I had that too. I loved my manager so much. He taught me so much about, I think, about everything. It wasn't just about my job. Just like life and in corporate and work in general. So that's the whole reason why I stayed for a very long time. But then he got tired of the company and he left, and at the end of the day it was just me. And I was like, maybe it's time I leave, and every year I say the exact same thing, and then they finally laid me off, and I'm like, oh, thank God, freedom. When you're in a good job with an amazing manager, but the coworkers are kind of It is what it is sometimes. It is what it is sometimes. In an ideal world, yes, you would screen people, but there are laws that forbid that. Laws. That's what an interview is, right? Screening people? I remember doing my first cashier job and being lost after 2 days of onboarding. Doing my first cashier job and being lost after 2 days of onboarding. While being a cashier, it could be pretty hard on the first time. I remember the first job I had was in the food industry. And not gonna lie, it was one of the... I wouldn't say the worst experience, maybe it was one of the worst experiences I had because my manager would stand like literally 1 centimeter away from me. Like he would stand right behind me all the freaking time, right? And he'd be like talking in my ear and he'd be like, hey Ark, remember to smile. And I'd be like, oh my, can you not? Can I get some distance away from you, please? Like all the time. I don't know. Manager was a little bit weird. When the hitman is at my door because I didn't touch base. You're not working? Time to die. I got a gun in the back of your head now. Work or I'll shoot. Ark, drink water. Thank you, Oji-san. Water specifically, not coffee. Working in retail can be really tough. It is. I find that a lot of retail managers are kind of... they're not great managers. Like, maybe you could get lucky and get a good manager in retail, but like most managers I've worked for were pretty bad. Like, everyone was on some sort of, I don't know. Like, they felt like they had so much power over you. A whole bunch of narcissists for some reason. Water is high-key fire? No, it isn't. It's the complete opposite. Water and fire? Dingle, I think you gotta do a little bit or research, study on science a little bit more. Any confident manager is gonna get much higher paying jobs somewhere better. I think so. Middle management gets paid quite a bit. Fire! Where? Here in chat. Oh god, everything's on fire. We're like the Elmo meme. The Elmo meme where like Elmo has his hands up and there's just fire in the background. Let me be free. I had all of the classic food stuff, keeping track of ingredients, yada yada. On your cashier job? That's not really a cashier job at that point. Isn't that what a manager does? They're the ones that are supposed to keep track of stock, right? Because that's not a cashier job anymore. I imagine a cashier job would be like an entry-level job where you're just handling the cashier. At the end of the day, you give the print out the, I don't know, the day's profits, and you hand it over to your manager, and your manager does all the calculations. And if being in the food business is very hectic, it is, especially during, it's like everything about the food industry is super hectic. I never liked it. I did it like, I think I had 2 jobs in the food industry, and by the second one I was like, I'm done. No more. My second food, my food job, if I can even call it that, my food job, it was a little bit more lax than the first one. The first one was a lot. It was at like a fast food place, in town, and it was very, very busy all the freaking time. And then once lunchtime hit, I just call it rush hour. Once lunchtime hits, it's just like there's a whole lineup out the door. But it was also good because we had a lot of regulars. They would come all the time, and I just knew what their orders were, so they wouldn't even have to say anything, and I'd be like, here it is. This is what you want. This is what you ask for every day. So it would make things a little bit faster. My second one, I worked at like, it was more like a dessert joint. We didn't have that many people coming in, but I worked in a place where it was a little bit sketchy. The street I worked on was really sketchy, and we had a lot of like weird, strange people coming up to us, saying strange things or stealing our tip jar. So every time we see someone walk close, we'd just be like moving the tip jar a little bit closer to us so that they don't just grab it and go. I have nothing but love and respect for those in the food industry. Me too. That's why you should always treat your waiters well, because they're probably dealing with shit every day. Are they also expected to help in the kitchen like everything? To be fair, that's encouraged in fast food here. I never liked going to the kitchen, because everybody's always in a rush. I think kitchen folk have it hard as well, because they're always like, they're on the go all the time. And there's a lot of yelling and screaming, and you guys know me, I'm not the type of person who does a lot of yelling and a lot of like high energy. I don't do high energy work, but the kitchen folk are always like that. And like trying to maneuver your way around a kitchen is absolutely insane because you have to make sure that people know that you are there. Yeah, you really gotta scream. Especially when someone has like hot food in their hands, or if someone has like a knife in their hand, you have to let them know that you're right behind them in case you turn around, they accidentally stab you in the face. So there is a lot of screaming going on. My first job was a kitchen job, prep work and whatnot. It was super intense between my manager and the head chef. Super intense. I never liked working at a kitchen. How did you enjoy it? I feel like some people would enjoy that type of job where you're always like on the go and it's super intense and you always feel like you're doing something. But that's not the type of job for me. I love cooking. I love cooking too, but I love relaxed cooking, like comfy cooking. Not intense. You know, intense cooking. If it wasn't the head chef yelling, it was the manager micromanaging. Sometimes I feel like micromanaging in the kitchen needs to be done because you need the food out as soon as possible. Hello Kenshiro, welcome in. I feel like it would make me reach a hatred for cooking. If that was the case. I think so too. I think cooking should be one of those hobbies where you're just there to relax. Which is why I can't cook with a second person. Like, I've done it before, where it's like 2 people in the kitchen. Both cannot cook at the same time. I just want to say that. Do not have 2 people or more than 2 people in the kitchen at the same time, unless one is okay with working as like just a dishwasher. Or like some kitchen assistant. Because you will butt heads. I love cooking with people. No! Or it really depends on the person that you're cooking with. Because I'm the type of person who I cannot do it. Unless the other person is like really... is like same as me. Who's also... You know, we're just relaxing and chilling and talking. We don't really have a set time where we have to finish the food. But a lot of times it is where it's like, you know, you gotta finish making the food by 6 p.m. because that's dinner time. I love cooking when my cat watches me, then steals some of the food. Your cat steals food? My cat never takes my food. But maybe like I have special cats, I don't know. They just look at it, they always recoil with everything that they smell. I try to introduce them to more smells in the kitchen, whether it's like foods or, I don't know, some objects and whatnot, so they can get a handle of like what exactly it is, because they're still relatively kittens, I'd say. They're like 3 years old now. But like, I guess essentially they're still pretty young. But they always recoil. They hate everything I eat. I make them smell. The funniest smells is citrus fruits or any sort of acidic fruit. Fruit? Because one of my cats is so funny. He would smell it, and then instead of recoiling like my other cat, he would make this like really scrunched up face. But he wouldn't step away. Like, he would keep smelling it. He'd be like, ew, what is this? But then his face would be like, Hello, Mikhail, welcome in. Is it Michael or Mikhail? Hello, friend, family member. You have been promoted to dishwasher. That is essentially my job now. in this house. I'm the dishwasher. Because I'm like, I don't want to bother anybody. I want to make myself useful, but I don't want to be, you know, the spotlight person. So I'm okay with like not cooking, but I will do all of the dishwashing and all of the cleaning afterwards. Because I know everybody likes cooking. Everybody likes making food. I despise washing dishes. I'll take all of the difficult work. Like, I don't really mind it. I never liked it before, but now it's a little bit therapeutic. Because I'm like drifting off into space while I'm washing dishes. It's kind of like my downtime these days. Because all I'm doing really is just sitting in front of a computer, either streaming or working or doing something. And I'm always thinking about work. But while I'm doing dishes, I cannot think about work and just think about other things. Thanks for the stretch and hydrate. Hello, 53. It's been a while. I never let my friends wash dishes because they don't wash the bottom part. It's nasty. You should always flip it like twice. I get it too. I have a little bit of a pet peeve when it comes to washing dishes as well, and maybe that's why I enjoy doing it, because I like to get into all the corners. Especially like with box containers. I get annoyed when other people wash boxes or any sort of dish that is square, because nobody cleans the frickin' corners. Hello, Slythan. Hope you'll have a lovely day and great week. Thank you. I hope you too. I hope you do too. I hope you too. Was that English? So ADHD got it? Maybe, perhaps. I have no idea. The extra spice. Oh my god, that's what my grandma does. My grandma likes to not really clean her pan. She has this one pan that she never really likes to clean properly because she's like, it adds some extra taste to the food. She never cleans it with dish soap. She only uses water. My sister never rinses them. It makes me want to strangle her. You should keep reminding her every single day until she gets really annoyed and pissed off. And then she'll end up doing it. The 3-step wash, rinse, sanitize when I wash my dishes. Sanitize? Isn't the washing and the rinsing already the sanitize part? Wait, I'm a little bit confused about that. My step is soap, scrub, rinse. And then dry. And then... yeah, that's dry with dish towel. All of these stories of people not fully cleaning plates make me go ew. You know what would be really easy? Just shoving it all in a dishwasher. Like the machine. The dishwashing machine. Then you get the extra sanitization. It comes out squeaky clean. You don't even need to do job, just get all the chunks of food off before you put it in the dishwasher. Wait, I'm talking about hand washing though. I do all the hand... We hand wash a lot here because there's a lot we can't put inside the dishwasher. But that's true too, like get all the chunks of food out, rinse it a little bit, put it in the dishwasher before you wash it. My job in the house is to clean dishes. My sister uses 10+ utensils to eat every day. I hate that for you. I think utensils, okay, that's another pet peeve I have. Because utensils are so easy to clean. And if you're cooking or if you're just getting a sauce or something, right? Shoving it under the sink and rinsing it, washing it, only takes, what, like 10 seconds? What's going on? What do you mean? We now begin, let's go. Good luck whatever you're doing, Danish. It takes literally 10 seconds to, or less, to wash a utensil. Danish is a gym bro now too. You guys are all becoming gym bros? Have fun, good luck. Gymming is fun because you get to see all the progress. You actually visually get to see all the progress that you're doing. Do you guys have like one of those the scales, like the body scales that measure fat percentage and whatnot as well? I think those are really useful. I forgot the one that I was using previously, but it comes with an app and you can track your progress every day. It gives you like monthly reports and stuff and tells you like exactly, it compares your previous your body build with your current one. I'm not really worried about fat percentage. It's still nice to look at, even though you don't have to be, like, you don't have to be worried about it, but I like to look at it anyway. I've infected 2 people with the gym bro disease. This is an Asian household. I am the dishwasher. That's me. That's me too, Ice. No matter what I do, I can't gain weight. It's really difficult. Sometimes you actually have to start measuring, like, what you eat and stuff. And the thing is, you can't really rely on some people, like other people's diets, because your body is going to be completely different from theirs and your metabolism will be completely different from theirs. So you kind of have to like experiment and see what works for your body and what doesn't work for your body. I'm just trying to maintain weight while gaining muscle. That's me too. I'm pretty satisfied with my weight right now. I would love to gain a little bit more muscle. And lower fat percentage, but like maintain whatever weight I have. I think for me that's why fat percentage is a little bit more important, because then I can get a better visualization, because checking your weight isn't really, it's not that helpful. I just got home and making leftover burritos. Hello, Bad Gamer, for tomorrow and the day after that for work. Meal prepping? I love burrito. There's this one burrito place nearby that's really cheap, and they make their burritos massive. It's so big. It's like 3 of my hands. That's how big it is. And that's already 2 to 3 meals for me. So it's a cheap meal and it lasts for a very long time. I may have slept in. Hi Cube, good morning. I want to start working out, but I literally have no motivation. I want you to think of it like this. Don't think of it as motivation, because there's going to be days where you're not going to be motivated at all. So don't work and don't do anything because you don't feel motivated, but set a schedule. Set a schedule for yourself. And so it's like, even though I'm not motivated, I still have to do what I wrote on my schedule. Because if you base all of your actions and all of your work on motivation, you're never gonna get anything done. Man, I want a burrito. Me too. And the thing with schedules too is that it builds healthy habits. And once you're so used to doing the same thing every single day, it's gonna feel weird not doing it. So that's how you get yourself into some sort of, into like the, I want to say the grind, but I don't like using that word. Get yourself into a habit of doing the same thing. It's like me with streaming. It was really difficult at first to stream every day, but I'm like, if I stream every day at the exact same time, every single day, then it just becomes a habit, and then I'm like, it's not gonna feel weird if I or it's gonna feel weird if I don't stream. It's hard for me to work out because work leaves me exhausted. For example, I somehow managed to only get 3 hours today. No. Yeah, I think in cases like that, like your case, Bad Gamer, I wouldn't really suggest exhausting your body out. Like, if you're already exhausted from work, just like leave it that way, because exercise will take a lot of energy out of you, and it's good to not stress out your body. That's why I don't think like gymming is for everybody. It's whatever works for your schedule, whatever works for your lifestyle. Hello, Hitori Apple. Welcome in. I'll try that one day. Thanks a lot for the advice. No problem. That's what worked for me. That's what worked for me for the past year or two. Building habits. Because I never really thought of, you know, working or doing anything in that way. I'd always just work based on what I felt at the current moment. I'm like, do I feel like working? I don't know. I don't feel like working right now. I'm not going to do it. But then that's how you end up procrastinating, and that's how you end up not doing the things that you want to do. But if every day you're like, I want to finish this one thing and just check box the item on my schedule or on my to-do list, then it does help out a lot. Eating a lot gets expensive. It does. It honestly does. I don't know how people can afford eating that much. Like, okay. I was thinking about this, like, I do a lot of like budget eating. So I'm like, if I can get some protein from, because yogurt, you can make that at home. But you have to be careful about the bacteria and the yeast. You don't want too much of it, which can be pretty cheap. And then you can also buy like the cheap yogurt outside. I think like if you get halal yogurt, it's a lot cheaper than your regular ones, because I think it's just like you don't really have to worry about like, you know, buying like the yogurt with like plus 6% protein or whatever, because you're still getting enough protein from yogurts. Or I think eggs are still okay. They're still a decent price for protein. You don't have to go all fancy and eat steak every day. Hey, thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Oji-san. They have meals from Trader Joe's that have like 30 grams of protein for 200 calories. 200 calories is so low. It's so low. 30 grams isn't bad though for 200 calories. But I never buy like meal that's already been prepped. I don't think it's worth it. You look at all the ingredients and you go, oh, I can get that for less than $1. Ah. Yeah, ground beef too. There's less of it than steak. Yeah, that. I know there's like a whole myth going on too that I think people are slowly trying to, they're slowly understanding that like fats are pretty good for you. Eating fat doesn't necessarily mean that you'll gain weight from it, because your body does use up a lot of energy to burn the fats. And the thing you just have to be careful of is sugar. I just realized, I love how OJ-san redeemed stretch and hydrate and it just took 2 gulps of coffee instead. Or drink water, no! Drinking coffee. Ah. Wait, really? Maybe. Maybe. I know, we're like talking about health and stuff, and I'm here not drinking water and not hydrating. Wait, wait, Bug Bus. You're kind of right about that. Coffee is just water infused with coffee bean. Maybe I am hydrating just by drinking coffee. Perfect reason for cold brew. I thought about getting a glass of cold brew for myself this morning. But at the same time, I've been feeling the like seasonal asthma. I was coughing a lot for the past 2 days. So I was like, maybe it's good to get a warm drink for my lungs. I'm surprised. I was expecting myself to cough a lot more this morning, but I'm not really coughing that much. Good. Cafe Bustella? What is that? What is Cafe Bustella? It's specific fats that are unhealthy. Remind me what it is. There's like trans fat, and then there's like saturated fats. And one of them is healthy, one of them isn't. And there's like omega-3 fats, which are really healthy. I have a mixture of being sick and having horrible allergies. No, Clock. That's like the worst of everything. See, I'm already struggling with allergies. Imagine like being sick on top of that. No. Get well soon. Rest well. Sleep lots. Remember to rest. Because knowing you, it's like every day, wake up, play RimWorld, go to work, go back home, play RimWorld. Probably. That's how I imagine your life is. Your tummy hurts? Hello, Cabbert. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Are the Canadians off today, or is it tomorrow? I don't know, because I don't work office anymore. Yeah, you are free to have a sick day today. You don't have to mod today. You're playing RimWorld right now? What happened to rest? Okay, you know what? You could rest while playing RimWorld. I think that's technically still resting. As long as you're getting like 8 hours of sleep, I think you're good. You are getting 8 hours of sleep, right? I love omega-3 because it's from fish. I love fish. Me too, Bad Gamer. Fish is my favorite type of protein. If I get to choose, I would just eat fish every day. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did when I went to Hong Kong. There was 1 year when I went to Hong Kong, and I was with a group of friends at the time. I was there for, I don't remember, like 2 weeks or so, perhaps. But I'm the type of person who likes to wake up early and I sleep early. And so I would wake up before everybody else and I would go and find myself some breakfast. And I would go to Yoshinoya, which is like a popular fast food-ish. It's like a fast food diner in Asia. And they always had like they had this one fish dish. It was the grilled saba fish on rice, and I would just have that every morning for 2 weeks straight. And so I think by like the 3rd or 4th day, the employees would recognize me and they would just give me like some free add-ons every day, and they'd be like, "Hey, Ark, you're back." And I kind of just made friends with them. They would always give me the free poached egg, or a free poached egg. Like, it wasn't part of the menu, but they would give it to me, and they'd always ask me if I wanted more, like if I wanted any drinks and stuff. Very nice people. I really liked that place. Japanese style food, kind of expensive, not gonna lie. I think nowadays it is. Back then it wasn't. Back then it was probably like over 10 years ago. I don't know what Yoshinoya is like now, because we don't really have a Yoshinoya here, where I am. But I know it's very, very popular in Asia. They definitely think you're cute. I don't know. It was probably because I just went there every single day. The same as when I was working in the food industry. and I recognize my regulars and I would just talk to them a lot. I would give them free stuff. The Yoshinoya veteran? I wouldn't really call myself the Yoshinoya veteran, but I really did enjoy Yoshinoya. There's a lot more like new fast food diners these days. At the time, Yoshinoya was one of the only ones. You got 10 hours of sleep? Good. Sleep more. Now get 12 hours. Keep sleeping until you're rested and the sickness is gone. Poor Clock, his tummy hurts. Yeah. You're making fish burritos? Wait, I think it was saturated fats, but I'm not sure. The good one or the bad one? Bad gamer gave all their sleep to Clock. Where are my hours of sleep? I don't know. Clock stole them. I know a way for a 24/7 sleep technique. A 24/7 sleep technique? Wait, explain. What is that? Oh, the saturated fats is the bad one. Shall we find out? Saturated fats versus trans fats. They're both dietary fasts that can negatively impact heart health in large amounts. I should stop reading from AI overview. Let's see. Trans fat? Okay, it's trans fat that's the worst type of fat to eat because it raises bad cholesterol and it lowers good cholesterol. It's also called trans fatty acids. What about... What about saturated fats? Saturated fats are the fats that you find in animal products like beef, pork, milk, and cheese. So they're not necessarily unhealthy. They are unhealthy in large amounts. But they're like the regular ones. Fatty acids are essential though. They are. Any sort of fats are essential for the body. That's why like people swear by avocado and fish. And other foods with a lot of fat percentage. Nuts. I heard that almonds is like the superfood. Like almonds have the most amount of nutrients in anything and everything. Moderation is key for saying for a reason. Is a saying for a reason. Yeah, it is. Beets, actually? Beets over almonds? I love beets. If I could choose, I'd eat beets every day. Beets with goat cheese and arugula. Like arugula salad with beets. Oh, that's so good. Pickled beets? Pickled beets are... they're okay. Like, I like them. Hello, Zaris. Welcome in, by the way. But I just like regular beets. Like boiled beets or like beets in soup. Or beets in salad. They're calling anything a superfruit. You do hear that a lot. Thanks for the follow. Puff with a hammer. Pickled beets with arugula and cheese. I've never tried pickled beets with arugula and cheese. I've tried like regular boiled beets. Maybe that should be something that I make one day. Pickled beets. And pickled food is really good for you too, like fermented food, right? Because of the probiotics. I fuck up steamed broccoli? How? Did you cook it for too long? Did it turn yellow? Turn mushy? I feel like for broccoli you don't have to cook it for that long because essentially you can eat broccoli raw as well. I love steamed broccoli. Me too. You have two different types of people who people who either love broccoli or they hate it. Because I know for some people they think that broccoli smells like fart, but I don't smell the fart. Does it smell like fart to you guys? Everything is a superfood if you put enough radiation into it. Radiation? Banana. Banana. It's... yeah, like, broccoli smells like broccoli, but I keep hearing that people don't like broccoli because it smells like fart. Good morning, Cami. Or Phobos. Good morning. I see abundance of pickled eggs and pig's feet getting real dusty on the shelves. Pig's feet is so good. Or like pig hawk. Pig hawk. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. There's a Korean dish with pig feet. And then you have it with samjang. And some sort of either lettuce? No, spinach or something. Perilla leaves. Cow tongue goes hard. It does. I didn't realize that I would find other people who also enjoy cow tongue and pig ears and liver. Like, I love that stuff. I know a lot of people don't, so I'm usually the only one who eats it. You ever had bison? I haven't. Is it gamey? Do people eat bison? I didn't know that. Mexican seasoned cow tongue. Fox. I've never tried that before. I think the only... I don't think I've had it steamed or anything. It was like probably just pan fry. Rocky Mountain oysters? I like oysters. I love oysters, but I don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are specifically. Bison? No, like bison, like the animal. Don't like the texture. That's fair. Sometimes I find that I only enjoy certain foods because of the texture. Like, durian? I love durian mostly because of the texture. I just really like creamy fruits. The cheese-infused glizzy, I have tried that. It's really freaking good. Until all the cheese starts squirting out into the person next to you, like, into their face. But it's really good. I haven't been able to eat a lot of, like, sausages and stuff because my body's not good at processing any sausages or processed meats at all. But whenever I get the chance, I will eat a few bites. I will take like half a sausage. I can't eat a full one. I'll take half of one. Moose? Where are you living where you can eat moose? In Canada? Wait. I live in Canada. I've never seen moose meat either. Bison is common where you are. It's an amazing replacement for beef. Buffalo? How do you eat oysters? My favorite is when you put a little bit of garlic and vermicelli inside the oyster and then you steam it. Or you bake it. But like, oyster with garlic is so freaking good. You have to put a lot, like an abundance of garlic with the oysters. The more the better. Or it's just that I really love garlic. And then if you want, you can like dice a bit of like the eagle eye or Thai chili pepper on it. If you want that kick. Remember to wash your hands when you're cutting up peppers. Don't touch your eyes. The durian smell is... I love durian. I'm listening to this on TV. What I got from the last 5 minutes is we're sending Ark a basket of pig feet, durian, oysters. Honestly, if you did, I would be the most grateful. Because I haven't had durian in a long time. I'm the only person around me who actually enjoys durian. My housemates are very, very sensitive to smells. So I haven't been eating durian. I haven't had durian in years. And years and years. And I think I'm the only person in this household as well who does eat pig feet. Oysters is hard to find. I think everyone in this house likes oysters, but it's just... Oysters is one of those delicacies, right? Where you don't just randomly... It's also expensive. You don't buy oysters every single day. In Louisiana, you've eaten plenty of gator. Is it tough? What does gator taste like? Frog? How do I pronounce that? I don't want to butcher the word. Canned fermented fish. I've never tried that before, no. There's a lot of foods I want to try that I haven't had before. Had mussels, Ark? Yeah, mussels are really good with beer. Like steamed beer and mussels. That goes hard together. It's also a good summer food. Just get a whole bucket of mussels. Ark drink time. Thank you. I will. You try the fermented fish when you get a chance. I would too. Mussel? No, not that mussel. I suddenly thought of that one, the mussel anime. What was it called again? It was really good. I didn't finish it though. The comedy one. It's super stinky. I recommend opening it in a bucket of water. The fermented fish. As long as it doesn't like smell like raw fish, I think it'll be fine for me. If I can withstand the smell of durian, I feel like I can withstand anything. Yeah, Onegai mussel. It wasn't Baki, it was Onegai mussel. Masuru. The muscle building one. Brewery Rocks. No, I haven't heard of it. What is that one about? I've been, I tried to catch up to some anime on the weekend, and then I started Lord of the Mysteries. I got through one episode, and it was like so much to digest because it was just... I feel like every single frame in that anime was wallpaper quality. So rather than really like enjoying it for the story, I was just enjoying it for the animation, and I think I have to rewatch it one more time because there was just so much going on. Hearing people talk about the foods they've eaten makes me so jealous. There's no food variety where I live. It's okay, Ruma. Sometimes it's like really hard to get foods. Like, I get it too. Like, I've gotten, when I lived on the other side of the world, I used to be able to get like all different types of food, but it's like depending on the temperature climate of where you live, it's very difficult. This is why I kind of want to move Another reason why I want to move, I keep having more and more reasons of wanting to move, is because I'm like, I wouldn't call myself a foodie, but I love food. I don't really have any, like, I'm not very picky with food. I literally eat anything as long as I'm not allergic to it. But it is hard here where I am to get, like, the foods that I love as well. So I get it. I understand. Dumbbell Nankilo Moteru is so peak. Why does that sound so familiar? I'm gonna search it up. How much do you care? Do you Oh, it was this one. It was, yeah, it was this one. Dumbbell Nankilo Moteru. Yeah, that was the anime. It wasn't like, it was like, is it the same thing? I don't remember. I don't remember the name of the anime anymore. These are the characters. Rendang? No, what is that? I am a foodie. I absolutely have cravings. I must consume. Consume thought. Consume. You also enjoy cooking, right? I find that most foodies enjoy cooking. Like, me too. Have you watched Madoka Magica? If yes, then what is your opinion on it? I thought it was okay on the first watch, and then as I watched it again, I thought I enjoyed it a lot more. I think you have to really go into it knowing what it is, because if you don't have a good idea of what Madoka Magica is, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, happy magical girls, cute magical girls, then you're gonna be in for some massive whiplash, which is what happened to me. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm understanding this correctly. So it took me like 2 watches for me to be like, yes, this is a very, very good series. Madoka demolished me. Oh, gushing over magical girls, that's something completely different. That's also another good one. But like the genre is not the same as Madoka. Madoka's more like, yeah, it's psychological horror. You caught up with the manga? Gushing over magical girls? I think I watched like 2-3 episodes and I'm like, I need a break from this, and then I forgot about it. It was entertaining though. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? That was a good one. The first season was really good. Didn't watch the second one. I think Hestia was a little bit too much for me. Like the dynamic between Hestia and the main character. But I did enjoy it for what it is. It was a good comfy anime for me. Madoka Magica is the reason you judge a series after 3 episodes? I think so too. I've already gotten to a point where I would watch 2 to 3 episodes or maybe 4 episodes before deciding whether or not to drop it or continue it. Made in Abyss? I have. That one was a lot. Like, I have gripes with it. It was good. It's one of those shows where you know it's gonna make you very, very uncomfortable. And it's like meant to be that way. It's like supposed to make you uncomfortable, but it was like uncomfortable to a point where it's like, I don't know if I want to keep feeling uncomfortable about it. So like, I kind of forced myself to watch it all the way through. But it's one of those shows that I wouldn't pick up, like I wouldn't watch again. Like there are really good shows where like I love this show so much, I want to watch it over and over again because like I love the themes, I love the imagery, I love the animation. But Made in Abyss is one of those where it's like I watch it one time and then that's it. Like I don't think I want to traumatize myself ever again. Wonder Egg Priority? Oh my god, that one has so much potential. That one had so much potential, and I don't know what happened at the end of it. It just died. It's like they didn't know how to finish the anime. They didn't know how to finish the story, and it just felt like so rushed. Unsatisfying at the end. But everything about it up to the ending was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. The infinite hiatus hell. Yeah. Yeah. Ascendance of a Bookworm, it's sweet and wholesome. I read it. I would say it's one of my favorite manga. Ascendance of a Bookworm. I think it's a light novel as well. Is it? Roka Braves of the Six Flowers. I never heard of that one. Roka Brave of the Six Flowers. Oh, this looks interesting. Wait. Wait, I may have watched it. I remember the characters. I remember the character designs, but I don't remember anything about it. So maybe I looked at it or I watched the PV and trailer, but I never watched the show. Where are we? I lost myself. Okay, here we go. I didn't like Bookworm that much. I think watching it might be slow. I haven't watched it, but while reading it, it was one of those manga where I feel like I can't really imagine this animated because there's not a lot of like action scenes. It's more like character dynamics and talking. There's like a lot of dialogue. So I don't know what the anime would be like. And that's why I didn't want to watch it. I didn't bother with watching the anime. I kind of just straight up read it. Kino's Journey. Reading it. Someone told me to watch it. They're like, this is peak arc. You should watch it. And then I never did. That was years ago. Promised Neverland Season 2. I dropped the manga. I didn't enjoy it. I was following the manga for a while. And then before it even came out with an anime, and I was like, I don't think I'll be watching this because I didn't like the manga. The beginning was good, and then I don't know what the heck happened to it. Gurren Lagann. Another one that I should finish. It's hard when your favorite character dies. It feels like they ran out of ideas for Promised Neverland. I don't know. I don't remember what happened. I just remember enjoying the first part of it until like the kids escaped, and I was like, right, I don't know. I don't really like the new characters introduced. I don't really like what's going like how they're writing the story and where it's going, so I just dropped it. And plus it was like stressing me out. I think the premise of the story was stressing me out. I was like, I want to read a manga that is more comfy, because at the time I was like, I'm already being stressed. Like my life is already stressful. I don't want to get even more stressed. And so yeah, I think that was the reason. It wasn't really because, you know, it was a bad story at the time. Hi Seal. It's two of me. Promised Neverland looks cool. I'd say the first part of it is worth watching. No! No, there's two! Horrifying. This is like the mirror, what is it? The scene from The Shining. And it's the twins, the end of the hallway, and they're both staring at you. Every time Arc a new model, we need more clones. Are you guys sure you want more clones? Hi Wessa, thanks for the stretch and hydrate. Yeah, the lurkers are confused. This is a redeem on Twitch, by the way. If YouTube people are also confused. You still owe us fight. You want 5,000 arcs, never. How is your weekend arc? Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys the story of the weekend. But this was on Saturday. I was streaming on Saturday too, and then I took a huge ass nap because I was so freaking tired. But like people were already I felt like a bad host because I was just sleeping the entire time while people were over. But it's a good thing because I'm not the only person living in this household, so like they had entertainment. Actually Crystal came over too. A few people that you may have seen in chat came over as well. And then we had a barbecue. And then we had burgers. We had kebabs. And we had a whole talk about like Offkai and TwitchCon. Because a lot of my friends went to TwitchCon and Offkai, and TwitchCon I think is coming up soon in October, I believe. So everybody was trying to convince me to go to Offkai next year because everyone's saying that it's worth it. Which I already knew was worth it. It's just a part of me. The introversion of me is telling me no, don't go because you have to interact with and talk with people. But I think for next year I'm definitely going. Oh, I was a little bit confused. IRL Arc? Yeah, IRL Arc. Maybe I'll go to TwitchCon this year, I'm not sure. I think Offkai, I heard, was the one that's more worth it. TwitchCon is one of those where there's a lot more going on, it's less niche. I'm probably gonna go to Offkai next year if only to see some of my friends who go there. Maybe I'll see you, Clock. The Arc meet and greet. I don't think I'll ever have a meet and greet. I think it's gonna be too awkward. I was happy I dropped it because I did get invested. I'd be so mad. Wait, what were we talking about? Rent a girlfriend? Oh, the MC spent 21k on her and was still rejected. To be fair, the entire series is called Rent a Girlfriend. So I'm like, I don't know what people expected. It was kind of being written in that way. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I haven't read it. But I wasn't surprised when I saw the screenshots. I was like, yeah, this is... I can sort of see that happening. The Rent a Girlfriend anime is kind of doo-doo to me. I don't know. There's a lot of like harem anime that I can't really get into. I don't think they're good. They're all kind of badly written. You don't really get a good ending for any of them. Or is another one, Nisekoi, which is also I heard was pretty bad. Domestic Girlfriend. You can't really get good plots out of it. Like maybe in the beginning you're like, ah, this is interesting, but then like it's hard to end it. 100 Girlfriend Really Really Love You is underrated. What is another one? The quintessential quadruplets? I heard that one was good. I don't know. I haven't read it. I'm not really I don't really get into harem anime. Unless it's like Shadow Gaiden or something. And that one's good. The quintuplets, yeah, that one. The quintuplets. I erased with a whoops. Give me a harem where the MC is an actual spine and a personality. Yeah, they're all like self-inserts. That's why I don't like them. They all feel like self-inserts. They're all very boring. And the thing is, it's like... Okay, it's a harem, so there's gonna be like multiple girls. And it's hard to bring like like every single one of the girls' personalities out. You can't really get attached to all of the girls, so it's good to have just one main character where you get attached, like who you get attached to. And you can't just be like, let me just take one girl and make her like the best one, because it's a harem. At the end of the day, it's a harem. So you might as well just write the main character as a very good character. It's never the case. I think that's why I love Shadow Gaiden so much. Because the main character is freaking hilarious, and I'm like, I'm just watching this because the main character is such a good character. Have you ever seen Cyberpunk? I've been thinking of watching it. All my friends tell me it's good. I haven't watched it. I know it's good. I don't know why I haven't watched it. I probably should. The harem genre is based mostly in visual novels, so the whole point of it is that it's usually played by some white paper self-insert, because in the original it's just played by a player. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. In a visual novel, you get to pick and choose the route, right? Well, watching the anime, you can't. It's like you're just kind of being shoved around everywhere. The main character is being shoved around everywhere, and you can't get attached to anybody. Hello, prehistoric fart. Prehistoric fart. That's just, dead air? Toxic air at that point? Welcome in. Do not abbreviate cyberpunk. Sorry, cyberpunk, what is the edge runners? There we go. Doesn't work. Wait, what doesn't work? What's not working? What's not working? I cannot see. I cannot see. Anyways. Prehistoric dookie stains? That's probably a thing. Did you hear that Arknight's gone anime? I did. I can't watch it. It's missing a lot of sound engineering. It's missing a lot of sound design. In places, very, very, like, good scenes. I hate using the word good. In the very, like, impactful scenes, in the scenes where it's supposed to make you feel something, there was, like, absolutely no sound. There was, like, no music, there's no sound. It's just them talking, and I'm like, I don't feel anything. Like, make me feel something. Can you at least add some sort of music there? I cannot watch the Arknight's anime. It had so much potential. I can't do it. I'm gonna go. I have to finish my homework. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye, Shroom Room. Thank you for joining us today. Have good homework. Enjoy your homework, or try to at least. Fossilized broken wind. Broken. Your name is fire, so is plastic memories. Plastic memories. Plastic memories. What is plastic memories? Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, my VJ and my Twitter are broken. Oh, I forgot to change. I forgot to change the names. Thank you, Best Fox. I'll have to fix that after this stream. My commands are not working today. The AI anime girl. Is it the one with the blue hair? She's the one with the blue hair, right? I remember watching it. If that was the one. Plastic memories. Not Miku. Not Miku. Like pastel blue hair. Oh, it's like white hair. Oh, never mind. I don't know why I thought it was blue. I remember watching this. I enjoyed it. I don't remember what it was about. I did like the ending. It was one of those endings where it felt satisfying in a bittersweet way. It was one of those endings where it felt oh no. I'm echoing. Yeah, Vivi is the blue-haired one. There's been a lot of like AI anime girls in anime series in the past decade. Or actually, no, it's just the whole anime industry is like that. I take that back. Never mind. It's always been like that. Ghost in the Shell. Hatsune Miku mention Project Sekai. Give me more robots and synthetics. I want to see more. There is one show that was really good with AI and robots too. I think it's called Eve. Right? Am I remembering this correctly? Eve no Jikan. That was the one. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was about like sentient AI. Whoa! Thank you for the 20 gifted, June. That's the is that the most we've had on YouTube? Thanks so much. You're gifting more memberships than there are people in the chat. Everybody's green now. I never want to see What the Hell ever again. Time of Eve mentioned. I might watch that again. Because it's one of those animes where it's like you kind of have to think about it a little bit more. It is quite literal, but at the same time, there are scenes where like I kind of want to experience this feeling again. You know what I mean? I want to experience the feeling of heartbreak and tragedy again. You're blue, now that's my special attack. No! Give me a better second half to Darling in the Franxx. How was it? I watched like 2 episodes and I dropped it, then I was on Twitter or some sort of social media platform, forgot which one it was, and people were saying that they didn't like the ending. And they didn't like how one of the girls were written. DNTF? What does that mean? What is that thought? Not quite everyone. Thanks for supporting Arc June. It's like sniping. It's like sniping chat at this point. See who gets it. It's a whole gamba. DITF? DITF. Oh, that's Darling in the Franxx. Oh! Oh, that's Darling in the Franxx abbreviated. Oh. I see. Hello, Cardin. I watched the whole thing. It was airing. It was something. Well, that tells me that it wasn't good. It tells me that I shouldn't watch it. Or I shouldn't finish it. I loved the first half so much, like I cried during episodes 14, 15, 16. It's always the ending that spoils good anime. Don't you guys agree? It's like, anime always starts off really, really good, and somehow they just always, like, frick up the ending. And I get it too, because endings are hard to write. You want it to be satisfying, you want it to be a lot of things, you want people to feel something. But sometimes you've written yourself into a rabbit hole, like you've written the story into a rabbit hole, it's hard to get yourself out of it. It was very bad. It was particularly bad. I had what you call a void after finished Clannad after story. Is that the second one? People have told me that after watching Clannad after story, if that's the second one, they had what is it called, like post-anime depression. Like nothing in the world mattered anymore, and that was all they were thinking about was Clannad. The trauma, the post-anime depression. I've never watched it. Have you seen Gurren Lagann? It's 10 out of 10. I have up until a certain point, and then I dropped it because my favorite character died, and I was like, everyone's like, oh, you should finish it, and they kept like making memes of the drill piercing the heavens, and I didn't get it, so I think I'm gonna have to finish it. It was it coming out? It was coming out. The dude literally carried the show in the beginning, and then they just like chopped him off. They're like, goodbye, getting rid of you. But I think nowadays I understand that pattern, because they always kill off the supporting character. They always do this in every single show. They're like, here is the main character's mentor. This character has no flaws. This character is the best character. This character is going to carry the entire show. And they're always like, we can't do anything with this character anymore because they don't have any flaws to to grow out of. So we're going to kill him off. And now the fact that I understand that a little bit more, I'm like, okay, it doesn't feel as bad anymore. Gurren Lagann is basically darling but good. Complete it. Okay, I will watch it. It gets better, trust me. Okay. It's funny too, because I watched the entirety of Kill la Kill, but I've never finished Gurren Lagann, which is like, I heard the better one. Because the creator made both Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann, right? Making people suffer via anime trauma. That was a visual novel too, right? Clannad? Someone told me not to watch it because it's gonna destroy me, and I was like, okay, sure. So I never got to it. Higurashi, when Higurashi first came out years ago, it was peak, but it never went back to that peak. Like, they tried to do a remake of it or something, a remaster. It was so bad. It's gonna kill your emotional side in a way you'll never recover. Good thing I never watched it. Maybe I shouldn't watch it. No Clannad for me. It's hard for... I think it's hard to write horror these days. I'm just thinking about Higurashi. Or it's just been hard to write horror in general. It's hard to find, or hard to write good horror. Because how the heck do you end a horror story? Higurashi is not horror, it was shock value. It's like not supernatural horror. Well, it was kinda. It was like, I don't know. I would say it's borderline horror. I'd say it's still horror. If it's making you like, if there's an anticipation towards a horrifying scene, that's horror, right? And there's like, there's no jump scares, no. But all of the elements of horror were inside Higurashi, outside of jump scares. They did Umineko so dirty after episode 1. I ended up just playing the visual novel. I didn't get through everything because it was too freaking long. I should finish it. Another thing I should finish. Oh, not Umineko. Uzumaki. The spiral. Oh, I heard the first episode, everybody enjoyed it, and then I don't know what the heck happened to it. Was it a budgeting issue? I'm dipping internet is done for. Goodbye. Goodbye, Helmet. Stay safe? Question mark. Hope everything's okay in your end. Who's Maggie? Have you seen the clips? I have. I have actually. I've seen the clips. They turned into a slideshow due to the budget getting cut by 80%. What happened? This is Junji Ito we're talking about. Like the grandfather of horror. If it was me, if I was investing into this, I'd be like, yeah, take all the money. Take everything. Because we don't have good horror. Like, we haven't had good horror in anime in a very, very, very long time. If any at all. Right? Junji Ito is just cursed. None of his stories can get a good animated show. Yeah. Like, Tomie had so much potential, but like, I don't know what happened with that either. Thanks for stretch and hydrate, Oji-san. Drink water. Okay. Have you seen the 2004 Monte Cristo anime dub? Should I? I'm scared of any sort of anime dubs before the 2020s. Hi, Elfpill. Hello, hello. Hello, Heart Anime. Hi, hi. Welcome in. Oh, I did forget to drink water. I did a stretch and I forgot the water. God damn it. Fun as in... A fun era as in it was so bad it was good type of thing. What was that one anime? Ghost something? That anime dub? It was like back in the 2000s. Ghost Story? Yeah, it was Ghost Stories. Everybody's seen it, right? At least all the clips. It was utterly unhinged. I heard that they didn't even get a script. They were just doing improv the entire time. I just noticed the new name, but we can still call you... Yeah, I'm still Ark. I'm still Ark. I'm just not Dreamy anymore. It's the best dub. It's the only anime I will watch dub. There's been very good dubbed anime recently. I think that they've gone up the quality, or the quality's gone up with English dubbing. Because I think the industry is starting to recognize that voice acting is very important. Which team? What are you guys doing in there? Love is War is very hilarious. Very hilarious. Oh, why the name change? Hello, Subsami. It was because I didn't want to be called Dreamy anymore. Because my name is Ark. And I didn't... When I first made my handle, I didn't know what to do with it. Because Ark is taken. X-Ark is taken. And I'm like, I do have a last name as well that you guys didn't know about. And so, yeah, I'm no longer Dreamy. Lost all my wonder. Golden Boy was freaking hype. I did watch Golden Boy. It was interesting. Last name? Yeah, I'm R. Cressex. I don't know. Was it because I think Golden Boy was airing on TV where I was. And that's the reason why I watched all of it. Hi, you seem to be an elf. What country are you from? I'm from space. Currently residing in the North Pole. Canada. Not the North Pole, Canada. I'm Korean. How do I pronounce your name? I cannot read Korean. Thanks to your tweet, we found out how to pronounce silent. It's just, no, it's underscore underscore. That's my name. The X and the arc and the crucifix are silent. It's just underscore underscore. I can't tell if the stream is dead. Someone say something. Okay, our ping is fine. Test. Okay. Something. Okay, we're good. Whoa, another 10? Another 10 subs, 10 gifted memberships? Thank you, June. What's going on? What's going on with you? You doing okay on your end? Dude's just lurking this entire time and suddenly they're like, here you go. Did the house wear to the prom? What did the house wear to the prom? I don't know. I don't know, you have to tell me. I thought really long and hard about this one. It's a dress? Oh. Oh! That's a good one. It gets money. Are you okay? No, Junjun's just been gifting left and right this entire stream. So that's why I'm confused. Feel bad for YouTube peeps, don't get subs, so I wanted to spread a little joy. Thank you, June. We don't have a lot of emotes on YouTube, unfortunately, but maybe one day, once we get a little bit bigger. Thanks for the follow, Zekrom. Enjoy your stay. You're from Canada, you like hockey too? Of course you do, that was a silly question. I don't enjoy I don't like hockey. I don't like hockey, surprisingly. I used to play a little bit of hockey, but like, I don't know, I don't like hockey. I'm not a sports person. I don't like any sports, so it's not just hockey. Hockey isn't the only one that gets my hatred. It's soccer, it's volleyball, it's basketball, it's everything. Every sport. I don't like competitive things. I think that's the reason why. I don't like watching it. I don't like playing it. I think watching League of Legends is fine though. If there's like more, if there isn't, you know, just going back and forth with a puck or a ball, I enjoy it a little bit more, but if it's... No, if it's... Sorry, it's the opposite. If there's like a ball going back and forth, like I just don't enjoy watching it because it feels like I'm... You know when you play with a cat and you have a little toy dangling in front of their face and their head's just moving back and forth? That's how it feels. That's how I feel about watching sports. And then while playing sports, it's just the competitive aspect that I don't enjoy. So no, I'm not really a hockey thing. Hockey player, hockey enjoyer. A hockey thing? I was driving I Am at Home when you were talking about Clanad and I wanted to go on a crazy rant about why I hated the second season, but I won't as you haven't watched it. I'm never gonna watch it, Moogie. I'm never gonna watch it. Feel free. If it's not, you know, as long as everybody in chat's watched it. Spoiler alert. What do you call pasta with no money? Wait, you know the answer, Apple? The words are eluding me. I have no idea. The only anime that gave me post-anime depression was Watakoi. I was watching it when I was locked alone in my house because of COVID. I am done. I am caught up with the conversation now. Welcome in, Moogie. Watakoi. Why does that sound familiar too? Thanks for the follow, Bacon. Welcome in. Oh, it's the Love is Hard for an Otaku. That one was good. That one was cute. I read it. I was waiting for this anime actually because every single romance anime has been like high school kids. There hasn't really been any josei. There hasn't been any like good seinen romance out there. And it's like, it's like high school kids or it's a harem. Never anything that is like realistic past college. Thank you, Stacey. Welcome in. What is your favorite seafood? I have a question. What's your favorite seafood? Wait, you're... oh! What is my favorite seafood? The answer is penniless. Oh, penniless. That's a nice one. My favorite seafood is salmon? I like fatty salmon. I can't eat too much of it though, because after eating too much of it, I feel queasy. So like a decent amount of salmon is good, but not once it reaches or once it passes a certain threshold, I stop enjoying it. Like I also really like eel. I think I enjoy everything. It's just that salmon's the most common and the cheapest, the most easy to find in supermarkets, which is why I just automatically went for salmon as my favorite seafood. But everything is really good. I can't have too much shrimp because it gives me like hives for some reason if I eat too much of it. Yeah, fatty salmon when it's crispy. Oh my god, that's really good. Yum yum yum. Or like salmon belly. Pan-seared salmon with crispy skin. You guys are making me so hungry right now. That sounds like allergic reaction, you dork. It probably is. I think that's exactly what it is. I think I'm allergic to shrimp. But I can still eat it. The hives come afterwards. Like it comes like a day or half a day afterwards when my body is digesting it. But it doesn't come while I'm eating it. So I don't know if I can still call that an allergic reaction. It's still an allergic reaction. Maybe. Like my cousin is allergic to shellfish. So I'm like, maybe it runs in the genes. Maybe it's like a... Maybe I am. Who knows? You make me so mad. There's a lot of things that I think I'm allergic to, but I still eat. Like mangoes? Mangoes also make my skin itchy. Excuse me. Hi Blobby. I missed the Strishna hydrate, so I'm just gonna drink some water and coffee now. Please don't eat it then? No, it's good. When does bread go bad? I know this is a pun. I know this is a riddle. But I really want to save when it gets moldy. I know that's not the answer you're looking for. When it turns green. And it looks like there's grass sprouting from it. When does bread go bad? When it gets sour. I don't know. When it's sourdough. It's when you least expect it. Ugh. Good one. Looks like I forgot to remind you to drink water. No! No! No, you can't waterboard me. You remembered. I remembered. Blobby remembered. Gentle reminder for hydrate redeem. So many seafoods you'd eat instead. A little bit of itch is not gonna stop me from eating food. Because the food itself is good. I think it's worth it. I just shouldn't eat as much. Because there are certain foods that will actually kill me. And I know the feeling of that. Like an actual killing allergic reaction. Which I won't tell you guys because I don't want to get assassinated. But as long as I don't feel so much pain. You know what I mean? And I will eat it. Yeah, risking our lives for good food. Exactly. What's on the lunch menu for Ark? Probably all of the leftover food that I had during the barbecue. So it would be like if there's any kebabs left or grilled chicken. It would be that. On rice, because I always have it with rice. No, actually, I never. Not always. Sometimes I just have it with just the protein and some veggies without rice. Did you bring enough for the class? I actually do. I do have enough. Maybe not enough for like... Okay, no, I don't. I just looked at the numbers. I don't have enough for everybody. I'm sorry. We'll starve today. Maybe if you guys don't eat, it means that I don't have to eat either. Do you always carry an EpiPen in case? No, I never do. I actually don't have an EpiPen for my deathly allergy. If I die, I die. What do cows do on a date night? It's something to do with moo. There's a moo in there, right? What's the answer? Let's starve together. Good game. I'm also thinking like of not eating that much for today because I've been eating so freaking much on the weekend. So I'm gonna balance it out. Maybe I'll just have another mango. Yes, it has moo. You can do it. Say it, Apple. You tell me the answer. A moo? A movie! Is that it? In Germany, we have 3K types of bread, and my light gluten allergy can't stop me. Exactly. That's the type of mentality I love. Just kidding, don't kill yourself. If your body is feeling uncomfortable, you know, you should probably stop. Mine is okay, because it's just itchy. It's just itchiness and hives. I will live. But if your throat is closing up and you're feeling so much pain on your tongue, and your body feels like it's inflamed, you should probably not eat it. Space Dragon has bad body immune system. I think I do. Because there has to be an explanation for me getting shingles that one time, and I'm like, I'm not... My immune system can't be that bad, right? But I guess it is. I had a friend explain that as long as the allergy doesn't close your throat, it doesn't exist. Exactly. Exactly. I love the allergic reaction when you're starting to feel colder from how the reaction is going. Colder? Isn't it the opposite? Because your body starts getting inflamed and you're like, oh, everything feels really hot and now I want to explode. Everything is swelling up and getting really hot. Yeah, this is me going, my allergy is fine, but yours isn't. No, I just want you guys to take care of yourselves, that's all. I'm okay. The body goes cold and the allergy kills you. Wait. Wait, not like that. I wasn't thinking that far. Gotta make puns to exercise the brain. Like a brain massage? Yeah, if I die, I die. It is what it is. That is my life. Okay, but with my allergy, I kind of... Like with my deathly allergy, I can tell when it's like in my mouth. You know what I mean? And then I will immediately spit it back out. Because I feel pain almost right away. And like, not a lot of foods have what I am allergic to. Like, they don't include the ingredient of what I'm allergic to. And when it does, I can usually see it. And I know that it's there, so I don't eat it. That's why I don't have an EpiPen. How do people find out they're allergic to something? By finding out the hard way? Yeah, that's exactly what happened with me. Because when I was baby Ark, one of my aunts gave me something. She was like, here, you should try it, it's really good. And I was like, okay. I took it. I ate it. And then felt like my body was on fire. And I kept asking for water because I wanted to like flush it out. And I was running around the house screaming. Screaming and crying. That's how I found out. The EpiPen is when someone tries to assassinate you, like your aunt. Yeah, I had the real... It was very painful. It was... Everything felt like it was on fire. And then everything started swelling up. That's how I know. So like the moment the food touches my tongue, I feel the pain. And I know that I should not be eating it, and whatever I am allergic to is in my mouth, and I will spit it out. That's why I don't really care for an EpiPen. I can just tell. This is the final one before I let you... What do you call a pile of cats? A pile of cats. What do you call a pile of cats? A catastrophe. I don't know. Did I get it? Heaven? Heaven sounds about right. A meowtain? A meowtain. A mountain! Oh, like a mountain. So it's not a catastrophe. Oh, thank goodness, because I would not like the answer catastrophe. It is more like heaven. When I was born, they did a blood test and said I shouldn't eat white beans. Like, specifically white beans? Like mung beans? Yeah, my mind went a little bit too far. Goodbye, Ruma. Thanks for hanging out. Take care and rest well. I found my allergy by casually almost dying after getting a headache and medication. Wow, interesting. Headache is closing my throat now. Oh no. Oh no, that's the worst. I'm always scared of being allergic to medication because, like, what if I have to rely on this medication, right? Ark, drink water. Thank you. Or a caterpillar. A caterpillar! That's a completely different animal now. Caterpillar. I would get rashes from red and orange food dye when I was younger, but grew out of it quickly. I heard that some people who are allergic, like deathly allergic to certain foods, end up growing out of it. I never was able to. I kind of tried something, I tested the waters a little bit with exposure therapy with my deathly allergic food. Never worked. Never worked. I still feel the pain. I don't suggest anybody try it. Because I really wanted to get rid of it. And I was a small dumb child. Still gonna steer clear of white beans. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to not eat the foods and not be exposed to the foods that you're allergic to. Or deathly allergic to. And even with an EpiPen. I should probably get an EpiPen. Because I've heard stories of people not having EpiPen in the moment when they needed it. My cousin being one of them, and she was telling me how she tried to phone the cops, or she tried to phone the emergency line while she was dying, and she could barely move, and she was just crawling on the floor, and I'm like, I never want that to ever happen to me. And that could be me. I want to rest. Bye, guys. Goodbye, Oji-san. Have a good rest. Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's a stupid... Okay, this is a really, really stupid reason for not wanting an EpiPen, but I just don't like needles. But you never... You know, if it's gonna save me, then I need the needle, right? Like, I need the EpiPen. I'm gonna go now as well. I'm tired. Good night, bad gamer. Rest well. Hi, Force. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome in. Yeah, please don't die. Okay, if I get an EpiPen, and there's other people who also don't have EpiPens that need EpiPens, we should all get EpiPens together. Just pretend they're stims from Helldivers? That's not gonna make it any better. I need stim! Maybe it would be if I roleplayed as a Helldivers player, and I'm like, I just... You know, sometimes that makes it a little bit better. Like, you're watching an anime and you're like, man, this guy's just getting beat up left and right. He's all purple and blue and he's got, like, blood dripping from his head. And here I am crying about, like, a cut on my finger or something. I'm like, oh, it's not that bad anymore. This cut on my finger doesn't feel as painful. It doesn't feel as bad because I'm watching someone getting, like, shot. Wait, Liberty, my leg! Can we get an EpiPen channel on Discord? What are we going to talk about in there, Blobby? What the EpiPen is made of? What's inside of it? The ingredients? Our allergies? Anytime you have a personal vendetta against someone, you can just go into the EpiPen channel and look for someone's allergies and be like, haha, this is how I kill them. Oh, an EpiPen check-in. An EpiPen showcase. These all sound like terrible ideas. So imagine every day, I just go inside the channel and go, does everybody have their EpiPens on them? And then we go, yes, yes, yes. And it's just a whole bunch of yeses. And every day it's the same thing. An EpiPen mukbang? What are you gonna do? Like, eat it? Have you guys seen those, the AI videos of mukbang? It's kind of creepy. Because AI videos have gotten so good these days where you can't really tell if it's AI or not. And then suddenly, this girl she eats an entire drumstick with the bone and everything. Shoves it in her mouth and disappears. Some days ago in silence with 2-degree burn. Some days ago, like, fine. In the animes, they just act cool. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. Is it plot armor or something? Is it just it's an anime thing, right? Where nobody feels pain? Because I swear to God, if I got like a tiny bit of a cut on my arm, I'd be like, okay, that's it, I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. I can't move my arm. I'm disabled. My arm's gone. I said 2 days ago twice I'm EP. No worries. Hi, Bluebee. Good morning. Welcome in. They're uncomfortable to watch. Wait, what is... The EpiPens? The EpiPen... Oh, no, the AI videos. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we were talking about the AI mukbangs. I don't know if I would ever enjoy it. I think I enjoy... Or people enjoy watching mukbangs because they're talking while they're eating. Right? They're not just eating the entire time. They're talking about interesting topics while eating. And it's like, it's kind of like a podcast type of video. But is there even a point if they're not talking about anything that you can relate to? Or not talking about anything important? AI is amazing for mukbang. It's like the opposite for me. Because you don't eat food the same way they do in the video. You love it? It's like a weird watch. It's a weird watch. It's always cursed to look at. Yeah, AI videos they're pretty cursed. But who knows? That's to each their own. There's a lot of things that touch on the uncanny valley. And right now, I think AI is still there. It's still at a point where it's realistic enough for you to be like, oh, this looks real. And then suddenly something looks off and you're like, your brain just goes, nope, I'm out of here. Like, if you enjoy the cursed aspect of it, I think you might enjoy it. But personally, I don't. Like, for me, it's pretty uncomfortable to look at. And I think with, like, content creation as well, it kind of takes away from the whole content creation aspect of it. Because I think the whole point of content creation is to, at least, like, back in the old days, there's a lot of heart that goes into it. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's mainly for you to connect to the person behind the screen. But once it's all just AI generated, it just feels like it's lost. You've lost that connection. I personally just laugh at the absurdity. Yeah, I think it's interesting to look at once, but I wouldn't consecutively watch AI videos, like with every single video on my feed, right? Using AI for anything creative is just for money and laziness. That's what I think too. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Oh, my VGen in my throne is broken Danish. But thank you for linking them. They're still at dreamyxark. I didn't change the handle yet. It still says throne.com/dreamyxark. Huh? dreamyxark, who's that? They are broken. It's one of the ones that I forgot to change. dreamyxark live in spirit. Live in spirit. Thanks for the follow, Uspa. Welcome in. That's the one thing that social media has changed a lot recently. Is that back then, the people making YouTube videos didn't really care that much about money. They just wanted to make cool and fun things. But these days, it's all about how do I get more views? How do I get more engagement? Kind of stuff. And the algorithm like rewards that kind of thing. So there's like a weird gray area where it's like I don't like what is content creation anymore? Like what is it? What like it? Do you just make content for fun? I don't know. That's still one of the things I'm questioning and I'm asking myself. Like, where do I want to be? It's a weird line. Why am I getting bonked? These days, half of the videos on my YouTube feed is just... I don't know. Engagement type videos? I get a lot of like... How to... I don't know. How to grow your channel from 10k to 30k. And I'm like, it sucks because once you watch one of those videos, it's like, that's all you see. And you don't realize how many people just have channels that are like, how to grow your channel, how to grow your Twitch, how to grow your YouTube. And that's what all of YouTube is right now. Content for me at the end of is just entertainment, but entertainment is fun because the person who made it puts emotion into it. That's the type of entertainment that I like. I think we should go back. Go back to the old times. Hello Tenjo, welcome in. I think you should create content you can enjoy and watch back on. That's what I'm trying to do these days. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Maybe it's just me. But just being inside the VTuber community, everybody only tries to reach out to other VTubers. And I'm like, is that really the content you want to make? Like, it's content for other VTubers. If you're a VTuber, you're making content for other VTubers. And I'm like, I don't really want to make like how-tos and stuff. I'm not really here to network that much. I just want to make cool content, which is why you guys are mostly seeing a lot of artworks on my Twitter and through my content. There's just been a lot of art because I'm like, I don't really like, that's the stuff that I enjoy making. I enjoy the creativity aspect of it, and so I'm gonna continue doing that. I'm not here for, you know, follow me and I'll follow you back kind of thing. Like, it just becomes like zombie dead content for the engagement only and for the numbers, and it, I don't know. I don't really like it that much. I love seeing the Ark art. I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, sub for sub. I hate it. Oh, the days. I know that when VTubing, or it's not just VTubing, but it was like streaming in general or content creation in general, when it first became big or popular, everybody kind of hopped onto that. Sub for sub, follow for follow. But at the end of the day, the person following you and or the person subbing to you for the sub for sub is not the one consuming your content, right? Is not the one enjoying your content and enjoying the art that you do, which is why I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible. Like, I never want to have any content that's like sub for sub, or, you know, I'll follow you if you follow me type of thing. Some of the creators focus on views and how much money do they get. Yeah, and it sucks. I think it takes the fun out of it. Not just the fun, but like once you start focusing on just the money and the numbers, you lose, how do I say it? You lose that, the fun aspect of it. like the connection part of it. And then when you're so focused on, whoa, when you're so focused on just numbers and money, like it just feels like a brain dead thing. And people can see that, right? Like when you're looking at someone's video or you're looking at someone's content that they make, you can tell when someone stops putting their heart into it and all they think about is the money and the numbers. It becomes a job. And in job, people don't have fun. They just want to make the most money. Yeah, like that too. You start losing the hobby aspect of it. Maybe that's why people get burnt out, because they're like, oh, I'm not getting the same numbers as I was getting yesterday. And they're like, I have to keep getting better. I have to keep improving. Comfy is always nya? Comfy is always nya now. We've merged the cat girl and the comfy together because remember when I said I can't have... You guys can't redeem the both together? The comfy and the cat girl? Because it doesn't... Like the program just doesn't allow it to be automated. So I was like, you know what? Let's just put them both together. We're merging it. Everyone should have fun like the old days. I agree. Content creation should be fun. Because it has everything to do with creativity. And it has everything to do with making things. And making things your personal thing should always be fun. But that's just my take on it. Not everybody might agree. It's actually very, very easy. I've noticed that like after looking at what everybody's doing, it's very, very easy to grow a YouTube channel. You just have to make sure you're making the correct content. But if anybody wants to know, these days, the YouTube algorithm, and any sort of algorithm will push your content to those who only watch a certain thing, like a very niche topic, and they will keep pushing it. So, for example, if your entire channel is dedicated to just, you know, like plumbing and toilets, it's gonna grow big in that direction. So you should only make content focused around one thing rather than making content focused around several different things, because the algorithm will get confused and then it's going to stop pushing your content in one direction and start pushing it in another direction. And when that's the case, it's not going to go anywhere. But it's not fun that way, I feel. And that's the same with Twitter, that's the same with YouTube, that's the same with any social media these days. I actually believe if you're not having fun, there's no way you're going to make money either. I don't know, I disagree with that. Unless you have fun making money. Like, there's a difference with that. Like, if making money, if the whole growing your channel and seeing big numbers is fun for you, then yeah, sure. Though I can imagine it's not fun for a lot of people. Well, eventually it's gonna become not fun. Because who has fun working? Not me. It's same as being hard to grow as a variety streamer than a streamer who is niche. Yeah, that's exactly it. So if you want to grow as a streamer, just stream one single game. Just one single game and keep streaming that one game. Personally, trying to get into the mindset that I can just make things for fun and don't have to min-max being alive or becoming multi-bajillionaire or whatever. Also, hi Ark. Hi Tyler. I actually think the main goal that everybody should have, though I can't really say that everybody should have this, but like I think it's a very positive thing if you do, is that your end goal should always be your own personal happiness. Did we just comfy mode again? No, we didn't. I miss Senti being. Hello, Aru. Welcome in. By the way, actually, maybe I shouldn't spoil it. Never mind. Never mind. What was I saying? Yeah, your own personal happiness. So at the end of the day, if you're not happy with what you're doing, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much followers you have, no matter how much, like, you know, views you have on your content, if you're not happy with what you're doing, then what's the point, right? Because you always hear from older folks where they're like, oh, what do you regret the most about your life? They're always like, oh, I wish I lived more in the moment. When I could actually move. When I could actually, you know, go to places and have fun. Because now that I'm old, with all this money, like, what can I even do with it? Nothing, really. That's why I gamble, because gambling is fun. No! I mean, gamble in... You know, be responsible with gambling. Set a budget. You still have to think a little bit about the future. Thanks for the stream. Good luck with your stream. Thanks, Tom. Tom the Jerry the. Thanks for coming. Just in time for Ark to speak some facts. No, this is something that I've been thinking about for the past few years. Especially now. With what I'm doing, I'm like, do I... Like, I could... work as, you know, a 9 to 5 right now, but I'm lucky enough that I do have savings from working for so long that I can just be like, you know, I'm just gonna do what I love doing right now, which is making content. I just want to keep doing that. Because what if, like, eventually I can't do it anymore, or I don't have the mental capacity to do it anymore? So I want to do what I want to do now before it's too late. Late night deep talks, that's what it is. And if you have the luxury of doing that, I do suggest trying to, like, step out of your comfort zone, doing what you love instead of being like, because everybody, like, don't put yourself into the mentality where it's like, oh, everybody's doing the exact same thing as I'm doing, or everything's doing, you know, yeah, doing this exact same thing that everyone else is doing, let me do that too. Because if there's something that you really want to do right now, I'd say take the risk and do it. Because if you keep saying, oh, maybe I'll do it another day, or maybe I'll wait until the right moment, that right moment might never really come. Are lobotomy nuggets cute? I think so, I hope so. My eyes are bawling, time to get rest. Bye Ark, bye chat. Goodbye Apple. Good night, rest well. I have fun doing painting commissions, or at least I try to. That's good. Keep doing what you love to do. That's it. Yeah, if you don't like it, you can always stop. Hello, Dolphin Burb. Welcome in. Anyways, I feel like that's enough talking. It is 12. It is 12? Subway Slammer is the perfect example of that. He's having fun. Subway Slammer? Who is that? Anyways, this came up because I was listening to someone talk about this as well. It was like, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I was listening to someone talk about them wanting to start their own business for this one passionate thing that they always thought, like, they were really passionate about this one thing. They always wanted to make a business out of it, but they never did. And it sucks because you have, like, all of society kind of, like, looking at you going, like, you know, this person has a 9 to 5. They have a very stable job. They have security. But, you know, if they keep working like this, are they going to be happy? Not really, right? Anyways, look it up on Twitter. On Twitter, specifically? Not on Google. This is my first time hearing, search it up on Twitter. The Subway Slammer villain in Persona 5 is Takeyuki Kyuchi, who is a disgraced ex-ball player who takes out his frustration on people in public. Is that what I'm looking at? The Phantom X villain. It's a big risk. It's a big risk. I say just do it if you think you're able to, if you have the mental capacity to do it, if you have the time, if you have the security, if you know you have a backup, then do it. Anyways, I shall go. I need to have lunch, or I'll try to have lunch. I should probably eat. But thank you guys for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, we're playing Needy Streamer Overload. We're gonna be managing a streamer tomorrow. I'm gonna be a streamer managing another streamer. I wonder how that's gonna go. Hope you guys rest well. Oh, it's gonna be art stream tomorrow too. There's gonna be a double stream. A membership stream on YouTube for art. So maybe I'll see you guys there. Goodbye, goodbye. Bon appetit as well. Yeah, if you guys need to rest, go sleep. Tuck yourselves in bed. Or go eat if you're gonna have lunch as well. Bye bye. Zark_crevice. Who's that?